This is Luke's Dreamworld. Inside Saturday, part 52.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I take the topic handling rejection. And I have to admit, I was very bad at it. And I will tell you some stories about it. But I will start with a quote. It's from Janet Winterson. I'm good at walking away. Rejection learns you how to reject. Well, that is something that I really had to learn, because at the start of my career as a theater creator, I had some issues with some people that were looking at some of my productions. And one day I found one man and he told me, and that's the only thing I remember, was maybe you should have stayed doing what you were good at. And what he meant was I had been a very good teacher, a dance teacher. And I guess he didn't like my acting career. And as I told you, it was at the start and I wanted some feedback, but he didn't give me any feedback. He only told me, well, maybe you should have kept doing what you were good at. And it kept in my mind. It was kind of a rejection, because I asked him to look at the production and if he would like to use it in his theater. By the way, he bought it, so that wasn't the problem. And maybe I should have asked him what he meant. But as I told you before, sometimes I'm too polite and I didn't ask. And maybe I was afraid to ask for a constructive feedback. I'm not sure about it. But as you can tell, this little sentence kept crawling into my head and I didn't lose it. And sure, it's about handling rejection, because in a way it was a kind of rejection. For me, it's sad that he didn't like what I was doing at that moment, trying to create theater for children, but he liked what I had done. The issue is that I was a dancing teacher at his institute, but they didn't want to give me a contract. So I had to leave and I started as a self-employed teacher, and it was a hard job because it took many hours. I taught about 20 hours a week, but the preparation cost me as much and even more. And what I did, I really enjoyed dancing, and I enjoyed the teaching as well. I enjoyed finding music to do some exercises on and create some steps and create some dances and teaching them to children and adults, mostly women. But I really enjoyed it. But because I was self-employed, I also had to pay for the expenses for the rooms I rented or the venues. And well, I didn't earn that much, and I had a lot of expenses because in the summer, for example, I had some dancing classes. I've done dance classes in New York, for example, at Steps. And with Lynn Simonson, she had a special technique and I really enjoyed those lessons. But it seems that then I thought, well, I really enjoy what I'm doing, but I have done it for several years and I would like to do something new, something else. And that's why I started to go to the theater school, learn about acting and about teaching drama. And I have created some productions. And as you know by now, this man came, watched one of my shows and had some very not non-constructive feedback. I have learned that I have to be careful with people just telling their opinion and not giving any constructive feedback, because he could have, if he really knew what he was doing, he could have told what I could have improved, but he didn't. And I have been rejected many times, and I don't really mind, because it's what I am now. And rejection comes with the occupation. When you are an artist, you will be rejected for sure. If you're a singer or an actor or a dancer, a painter, there are always people that don't like you, for sure. So you have to get used to it. And that's what I try to. And I tell you, I'm not that good at it, or was not that good at it. So it's still a learning process. And I give you one example, just one more, of something that I did lately because of I was rejected. And also in the start of my acting career, with producing some theater, I had a performance for about 400 children, and there was a manager. I had invited him, and when the children were they were a good audience, and they were looking at it, they reacted good, and they were interested, and I could tell that they liked it. So when at the end I asked the manager, well, what do you think? And the only thing he said, it's shit. And he didn't even say that I think it's shit. No, the only remark he made was, it's shit. And now I think the man is a loser. He thinks he knows everything, and maybe he was in a position as a manager to reject me, for sure, but he could have done it in a different way. He also could have told me what he didn't like and what he thought I should improve, but he didn't. He just said, it's shit. And lately what I have done is I have sent him an email, and I told him, because of the way you have been reacting at the point when you were looking at after my performance, I think you're the loser. And then he wrote me a mail, and he said, well, it was a couple of years ago. I hope this mail has relieved you. And it really relieved me, because it was off my chest. So I know, I told you, I wasn't that good at rejection, but I'm still learning. And I have to know that I have to cope with it. So it's a lesson for me. And right now with my music, I have to know that some people won't like it, and I don't want to depend on people not liking it. I have to look at people that will like it, and that's what I'm going to do. So this was a kind of a story today. I hope you liked it. It was kind of the, well, let's say a kind of rehearsal or a tryout for the new concept. And I have one other message, because I found out that TikTok is allowing you for longer videos. I now can put videos of 10 minutes on TikTok. So I consider to put the vlogs on TikTok as well, to see if I can create an audience there also. Hopefully it works. I don't know. Maybe I will be rejected, but I'll see. This was the Inside Saturday. I hope to see you tomorrow on the Relaxed Sunday. See you there. Bye.